Welcome to Holy Fire 2026 Intention Setting and Identity Shaping. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you for being live. And yeah, I've had some issues with internet and Zoom and sound. It seems like the last day where 2 days are testing me, testing my nerves, my capacity to hold space with whatever arises. And what comes to me, and actually it came to me today earlier with regards to something else, if there is a will, there is a way. This message really strongly stays with me throughout the last few days of this year. I almost didn't run it on Zoom. I almost wanted to do it live on YouTube because of some issues, but hopefully it seems to be working well. Let's just lunch together because I feel like I need a breath or two to tune into you and the space. So please close your eyes with me. Take a deep inhale. Hold the energy and the air. And on the exhale, guiding the energy down into your pelvis, into your legs, say, I am here. Allowing your consciousness to come back from scattered energy into this moment, into here and now. You can make a silent hum as I did on the exhale. Maybe place your hand on your heart and notice the vibration. Your sound vibrates in your chest, allowing your nervous system to relax, allowing you to feel safe, to feel grounded, to feel present. And allow whatever you've been doing before or whatever you have to do afterwards to simply pause for a moment. Leave those things on the car park of your awareness. Come out of them and be here now. And you can say internally, I am here. This is important. I'm making time for myself, a sacred time, to allow myself to feel appreciation for the year that just passed, 2025. However it appeared to be for me. Allowing 2026 to be entered in a intentional, conscious, sacred way. I am here, I'm doing this because I matter to myself. And my presence amplifies in this universe. My light allows other light to shine. Time for me is time well invested, benefiting all beings, because the better I feel, the more present I am, the more I radiate. And you can open your eyes. How are you feeling? Because I'm feeling so much better now after this lovely attunement to myself. Beautiful. Do you need me to reply? Up to you. If you feel like engaging, I'm feeling really moved. If you feel like engaging and anchoring your energy, feel free to reply. And if you want to leave it to yourself, also feel free to leave it to yourself. But I do like the engagement a lot. And
Can I reply on camera, or do you want me to reply on chat?
Up to you.
Okay.
Perhaps best on chat,
Okay.
but yeah, if you wanted to maybe share later at the end, there will be a space. Yeah, thank you. And if anyone is watching this on replay, not live, also feel free to engage in the comments. Feel free to leave me messages. I would be happy to see them, respond to them, and feel as if you are live with me. And remember that whenever you join, you are always on time, you are always divinely guided. So just respect that. I'm going to share with you a few things. Okay, and I start to connect to the feeling that I matter and that what I miss very often in my life. Yes, me too. This is something that I've been working on this year, and it will continue because it's never-ending journey, I believe. So this is a ceremonial entry into 2026. I would like you to make sure that you set up your space in a way that feels sacred to you. So any objects, candle, incense, they have to feel good to you. It's not about the objects themselves, because you give meaning to everything. You give meaning to your candle flame, your incense, your crystal. So just make sure that you have what you want, but you don't need to have anything in order for it to work. I hope you are dressed in a way that you feel good. And if you want to pause it and change, feel free. Have a glass of water, your favorite herbal tea, or maybe ceremonial cacao. I've got my water and rose tea with me. Excuse me. And have your journal and pen ready, because we will probably be doing some journaling. I will see how I feel guided to do this process. Now, holy fire emerged for me at night. I couldn't sleep, and all I saw was this beautiful vision of people being guided through a process of working with holy fire with sacred flame, violet flame, which is super powerful, and I've been working with it many years ago, and now it comes back to me. And it's great for purification, for divine connection, and for setting our intentions. The way it was shown to me is actually to set our intentions and our theme for 2026. So we'll be doing that in a moment. But what I also want to do is to invite you to do some gentle movement, gentle shaking. And what we will be doing, we will be working with this violet flame as we move our body for a few moments. So I invite you to stand up if you can. I'm dressed ceremonially today. Close your eyes. Tune into your body, tune into your feet. Maybe move forward and backwards a few times and notice where your center is. Find your center now. And now move left and right. And again, find your center. Notice your consciousness being anchored in your feet. Your feet touching the ground. You are here, you are present. And now above you, you see a beautiful violet ball of light streaming down through your crown chakra that is open, pouring through your head, through the top of your head, going down through your body, this violet ray of light, through your neck, your heart, spreading through your shoulders, arms, hands, going down through your chest and belly, your hips and pelvis, and then down your legs into your feet. And as it reaches the earth, it transforms into this violet flame beneath your feet. Allow this violet flame to start purifying your body from everything that no longer serves you, and allow just gentle shake in your body by gently bending your knees, bending and straightening, but not straight, just a little movement, kind of like a bounce. You leave your feet firmly grounded. Allow your hands to be like a ragdoll, not really moving. Allow yourself to be moved by this gentle bounce on your knees. So this is very receptive shake. We are not actively engaging anything. We are allowing the cells of our body to activate, to move, to release, to open. And scan your body from the bottom of your feet, allowing this fire to raise up through your ankles, your calves, both of your knees, purifying everything that is known, that may appear in your consciousness, and unknown, some things you don't need to know that you are purifying and alchemizing. Allow it to raise up into your thighs, your sexual organs. There is so much energy that we store there. Allow this to do the magic. Allow it to work through you. And send it up. Allow this flame to purify your pelvis, your stomach, your lower back, your hips. going higher into your mid-back, into your solar plexus area, your diaphragm, and up to your chest, your breast, your heart, your shoulder blades, your upper back. Spreading through your shoulders to your upper arms, your elbows, your lower arms, wrists and hands, and see each finger now on fire with this sacred violet flame. You are literally becoming the fire itself. Allow it to go up now, healing, clearing, purifying your throat, your neck. All the unspoken words, all the words that you spoke without meaning, all the curses and everything that you said that you regretted that you did out of anger, out of ego. Purify that, let it go. And allow this now to spread into your head, into your brain, dissolving, not dissolving, even burning away. We're working with fire, burning away any limiting beliefs that you hold about yourself and this year, 2025, not being the way you wanted it to be. And even maybe having judgments or no hopes of 2026 to be any better. Let's just let this go now. This is not you. You are beneath that. You are the I am presence that holds it all, that witnesses it all. Feel free to do a few loud exhales audibly. And allow yourself to really feel that you are this violet flame. You are submerged in the flame and you are the flame itself. How would it feel if you were both simultaneously? You are the one that imagines, embodies the flame, and you are the flame. And allow the movement to become a little bit softer until you come into stillness. Notice this aliveness that is here. Notice the sensations. Gently open your eyes and you can take a seat. Acknowledging that you have been initiated with this violet flame. If you haven't worked with it before, maybe you've worked with it in different ways. Know that it is within you. It is a tool that you can use. Now, I would like you to connect to 2025. If you had a theme or intention for 2025, perhaps take your journal. Now would be a good time. Write down your intention for this year. My theme that I had was receiving, and I've been working with receiving throughout the whole year. And it initiated me to many different beautiful things and offerings and deepening of myself. But I would like you now to take some time and notice whatever intention you had. Maybe you set a conscious intention. Maybe you haven't. If you haven't, look at your year backwards and notice what does it represent. If you could hold it, if you could give it a word or a name, what would it be? What would you call 2025 in your life? And in a way, obviously, if you've had many challenges, I would invite you to word it in a way that is uplifting. So, for example, if it was year of challenges, you could say resilience, right? Because it helped you to build resilience or grow, or perhaps feel more of you, awaken you to your power, to realize that you can hold it all, that you can feel it all, that you can manage whatever came your way. So feel free to, whether you had your intention or not, name the year and journal about how is this true? How is this true that your year has taught you resilience, or has been joyful or wild or gracious, appreciated, whatever word, whatever intention, whatever theme you had. It's not about the year proving something to you, because we often have an intention, we have a desire, and then we wait. Why is it not coming yet? What I've learned is that we have to find our own evidence, because if our brain has been trained for failure, for negativity most of our lives, if we set an intention, we may not see the results straight away, but we have to find the tiniest little details and we have to make them count, right? How they say, count your blessings. Be grateful for what you already have. We often want to not be grateful for what we don't have. But if we start where we are right now and find those tiny little bits, tiny little situations, experiences, steps we've taken, make them mean something, we give meaning to that. Let's make it mean something powerful. Let's amplify this for our awareness, our presence, through giving it our energy, through anchoring it on paper. And let's minimize the things that we don't want to experience anymore. They still exist, we don't neglect them, but we don't want to give them any power. We want to amplify those tiny little bits, unless you've had a great year and you've had big moments, write them as well. While you write, I'm just gonna mention, I used to always see glass half empty for most of my life, right? I don't know if you are a type of half full or half empty person. I used to see glass half empty. Everything was wrong, everything was negative, everything. I had to have plan B, and I always used plan B because plan A never worked for me because of the way my brain was programmed. until I started my spiritual journey and realized that there is another world, I started so much embracing glass half full. And it was a little bit in a way that I neglected the emptiness. I was denying, I just wanted to see the positivity. But what I've learned after, there is duality, darkness and light, right? Emptiness and fullness. And I realized that this is a glass. And I can simultaneously be grateful for what I have, which is here, and also acknowledge the things that I don't have. And I, of course, if I don't have, I want them. And have this eager anticipation or intention for them to show up in my life. But this is very important, to appreciate what we have and then see what we would like to have in our life. And this process is a little bit like that. The glass half full is our 2025. And we are acknowledging all the good stuff that is there. All the powerful, empowering moments that we've been through. So I'm just going to give you another moment. We often go through life without knowing that there are gifts on the way. If you are walking in the forest, you can just walk in the forest and you might say there is no gift, right? But if you become present enough, or if you go back the same way, you may see different things on the way. You may start to see that there are mushrooms, that there are plants that are sacred, are edible, are medicinal. And this is the same when we reflect on our year, because we can often have a way forward without realizing whatever is there, because we are fixated on something that we want. For example, we might want roses, but we are walking through the forest, and in the forest there's no roses. We forget to see all the beauty. But when we reach the end of the forest, like the end of the year, we can look back and see, okay, I've been here. Maybe there were no roses, but now I see whatever there was. And I haven't appreciated it before, but now I have the opportunity to do that. So I invite you to look at your list and connect to your heart and receive this energetically, all those experiences, all those gifts, all those moments that you've had. You can imagine that you are breathing it in through your nose, through the pores of your body, allowing the energy of those moments, those experiences to enter your body. And this automatically activates gratitude, because gratitude is a byproduct of receiving, when we are able to receive fully on an energetic level. Fill yourself up, fill your cup. Maybe more moments are being recalled in your consciousness. Maybe the travels that you've done, beautiful people that you've met on the way. Like me, meeting beautiful people that one of them is on the call here. Maybe you've done beautiful programs, beautiful books you've read, you've been to concerts, workshops, festivals, maybe to forests, sacred sites, beach, sea, maybe your own garden or your neighbor's home. Remember the smile that you shared with a stranger on the street. Remember the moment that you've been so angry and devastated. And then after the storm, the rainbow came. The sun shone. And you thought you couldn't handle it. And you did. You've expanded your capacity to deal with whatever you went through. And you became wiser, stronger, more powerful, more you. Can you appreciate that in yourself? Maybe you shared a message to the world or to people around you, friends, family. Message from your heart, truth. And it might have changed someone's life. One word or one sentence you said may have created a shift in someone, a smile, a better day. Collect everything. These are the things that you want to take with you, with your heart full. These are your plants in the forest, your herbs, your mushrooms. You don't want to take the heaviness. Leave that behind. Turn everything into a powerful medicine that you can use in 2026. Now, I would like us to go through a visualization exercise. Again, evoking. Oh, I've got a message. What was the prompt again? I hope you know, because I don't know now anymore what I said.
A long time ago.
Yeah, I can see a few minutes ago. So I would like us to do the visualization with violet flame. So please close your eyes. And imagine that we are all present here, and those that will be watching the recording, gathered together in a circle. And in the middle of this circle, there is sacred flame, violet flame. It's dark outside as we are gathered around this flame. This is flame of the Holy Spirit. Flame that will help us set our intentions, our themes for 2026, which is, in numerology, it is a new beginning. It creates one. We've just been in a year 9, ending cycles, shedding skins, closing, letting go, and we are entering new space. Another 9-year cycle begins. as we approach 2026. Connect to this flame, looking at it, feel its warmth, its sacred vibration. Feel the reverence you have for this flame. And I invite you now to imagine that you have a stick. You can use whatever stick you want. Place it in the fire so your stick starts burning, lights up. And with this stick, you place this sacred flame into your heart. This flame doesn't burn. It doesn't burn what's sacred, what's holy, because it is holy in itself. It only burns away all that is no longer needed. So allow this flame to be lit in your heart. And in a moment, as this flame is working through you, you will hear or feel or know or see a word or few words, a phrase, an intention for 2026. There is no need to engage the mind in this process. And if you have your theme already set, just allow it to be. But if you're not sure and looking for guidance, allow your heart and the flame to speak to you. And this process will happen in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Repeat it to yourself a few times. And notice how it makes you feel. And if you're getting nothing, perhaps I would invite you to stay a little bit more with this sacred energy. But often, when I feel I hear nothing, I see nothing, nothingness is the answer. It could be representing presence. It could be representing peace. It could be representing solitude, letting go, surrender. Notice if this nothingness speaks to you in another way. Now, With this intention, we are going to mold our identity, shape our identity. With this theme that you have, how would you feel? How would you want to be? My theme for 2026 is freedom. So if I, for example, imagine myself in 2026, I feel myself speaking to people with freedom in my heart, in my voice, freedom in conveying the message. I feel that I can express myself freely to my friends and family. I'm free to be myself. I feel fear and other emotions, but they don't hold me back. With freedom in my heart, I move forward despite the fear. I wake up free, with my mind being clear, free, liberated. So just imagine yourself in 2026 and how would your identity need to change for this theme to have the most powerful effect. How would you feel in interactions with people? How would you wake up and how would you go to sleep? Would you wake up perhaps saying a prayer or repeating your intention a few times until you awaken it in your body, until it reverberates in your cells? Maybe you go to sleep with this intention in your heart. Each phone call, each message, each interaction would fill you up with your intention first. And notice if your body posture changes, if you are more straight, feeling more confident, that you are being guided through life, not forcing, not controlling, but allowing life to walk you, to move you, to speak through you. Shape your identity to match how you want to feel in 2026. And let's even go to the end of December next year. Notice yourself doing another ceremony, another journey, acknowledging, appreciating this past year, 2026, and about to enter 2027. How do you feel? How does fulfilled version of you feel? Remember this. Allow yourself to amplify this and come back to this as much as you can, because it's you that changes your world. It's you and this vibration that weaves the field of 2026 for you. It leads, it guides, it shows you the way. Anytime you go back to different frequency of fear, anger, resentment, it's like you're getting a little bit lost on the way. And it's okay to get lost, but let's acknowledge quickly that we are lost so we can find our way again. Come back to a way that is lit up for us. We don't even need to look for it. We already know it's in ourselves. Anytime we feel lost, we feel darkness in front of us. Close your eyes, tune into your intention, and notice that you already know the way, because the way is moving you. And notice how this version of you, this identity that is being experienced, that God pours through, changes lives of others without doing anything extra, without doing anything special, without sacrificing anything. You are just being the most authentic you, and this changes the world. Notice how your presence, when you walk into rooms, whether it is a sacred space that you create or you enter, or it's a supermarket or post office, wherever you enter, everybody can feel that you are there. Everybody can feel your presence. They don't need to look. They don't need to look at you, exchange any eye gaze. They may, but they don't have to. They just know that something shifted, and they feel a little bit sweeter. They feel a tingle in their hearts. They feel a fresh breath of air suddenly after a hard day of work. They may smile to themselves, not knowing why, but you know that it's your presence who makes a difference. But your presence can make a difference only if you are attuned to your own presence, your own essence. When you give your essence away to false illusions, you take away the light from the world that otherwise would be here. Can you make yourself a promise that you choose to remember your light? You choose to remember your essence. You choose to remember who you are. Because who you are transforms everything around you, transforms your world, allows the world around you to be in its essence, to be in truth, to radiate light. And suddenly, from ego interacting with ego, we see a world where God's self interacts with another God's self, realized through this body, through this human experience, soul to soul, heart to heart, oneness, unity, togetherness. May it be so. Take a deep breath in and say thank you internally for this year, 2026, already shining bright, already being amplified with your energy, with your essence, with your intention. And if you wish to speak to it, you may want to say your intention out loud or any other wishes. Do so now. May all beings be free. May all beings know who they are. May we embody love fully. May we live as one. May we carry God in our hearts. May we dance and laugh and create. May we feel joy and freedom. May we be in constant union with life itself. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Come back to your body, to this moment, here and now, feeling your feet, your hands, your belly, your heart. Take a deep breath into your belly. Audible sigh out. And whenever you're ready, open your beautiful eyes. Thank you so much. I feel like silence speaks for itself. If you want to share anything, feel free. The process is now complete.
I feel like my intention is still shaping for 2026, but that what happened today made me realize that I am bridging sort of the way through the qualities that I experience in the spaces like here, which are really, really huge, and it's really, really big what happened here today. And and I had a very, very, very unpleasant experience like a month ago with my friend who was really talking the worst things about me behind my back. And today I got to know that he was discouraging some other people from being friends with me, and I still can't believe it's unbelievable. But I also realized that it cannot really wear me down, can it? Because I've become so much more through this year that this was a bit of a test, a bit of a joke from the universe, maybe a bit of a flaw in the matrix glitch, whatever. But maybe it's also the sign of the bigness that wants to come through me, and maybe by the rawness that I have to come on the way, and by being polished, like by polishing myself, and it's work in process. You don't become a diamond overnight or a pearl overnight. In fact, a pearl is a grain of sand in the beginning, and it really hurts to form it. And I feel a bit like a pearl with still a bit of sand and grit. And some people don't like it. They want the polished version already, but they want the distraction. They want the polished things because they want to look at something glittery without looking at their own, sorry, SHIT. So that said, I'm happy I'm here, and I'm happy that I'm spending the ending of the year with people that matter. Yesterday I was creating a singing circle as well with a person that, damn it, that really matters in the music world where I live. So that means way more probably than some people that have some projections around me. And it's a great sign that this year has been closing very, very well.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. You said something, and I had this insight to share, and now it's gone. So,
About the people, about the
mm,
testing.
no, doesn't matter. If it comes back, it comes back. If not, maybe it was not meant to be. But one that's other thing that I wanted to mention. If you feel yourself as a pearl with sand, it's a beautiful visualization that you can work with throughout the year, and like allowing yourself to focus on the pearl more than on the sand. Oh, I know what I wanted to say is, yeah, that people, this is so much my life. I always wanted to be certain way for people to like me. What would people think? This is actually coming from childhood, very embedded in my consciousness. What will others think? How will I be perceived? What do they want from me? Oh, they don't like me. Maybe I need to change. Maybe, like, can we allow ourselves not to even, I don't want to say not to care, because I also heard somewhere, and I really like this, that it's nice to care what other people think, because it can help us reach deeper truth and allow us to feel what we truly want and who we truly are. But others' opinions of us, not to dampen our truth, not to sway us from who we really are, because it's so easy to go into what others want us to be, or feel resentment for others not liking us. Therefore, now I'm gonna be more me, but I'm gonna be more me from ego, because I want to show to people that I can still be me. And it's like, this also takes away from our essence. So let's just allow ourselves to shine love and beauty and truth, disregarding what other people think of us. I think this is what I'm very much practicing, and I will definitely implement it in 2026 more and more, to change this pattern in me. But anyway, thank you so much. Some aftercare. Be gentle to yourself. Do some more journaling. Write down your intention in your journal, maybe even on a piece of paper. I used to like to write things down and put it on my ceiling. So when I wake up, I see a word or a sentence straight away. You may want to do that. Maybe sticky notes, maybe something in your wallet. And connecting energetically with your intention already today, tomorrow, allowing it to work so you don't forget. It's not something that you just think once and then let it go. It's something that you keep coming back to day to day. And remember that 2026 is in, well, over 24 hours. 20 for us right now, 20, well, for me at least, 28 hours. But we've already done this energetic shift. We've already transitioned into this new energy, and we are now merging the old and the new, allowing the gratitude work with our gratitude for 2025 work with our intention, weaving this beautiful field that we are entering. So yeah, thank you so much, and may you have the best year ever so far, and may your intention fills you up beyond your imagination with love and energy of source. Thank you.